It's a really nice day, and we need something to do.
Hey, Emily, I got a really good idea. Why don't we go shoot where they did Devil's Backbone from that 90s movie Airborne?
What, the street a few blocks from here?
It's not just a street, it's only the most dangerous hill in the whole town. One guy tried to walk down it one time and he got so messed up he had pins in his head and everything. It was just unbelievable.
You know that wasn't actually on Devil's Backbone, right?
What do you mean? They said they did it on Devil's Backbone. Devil's Backbone's right down the street.
Here, let me show you where that was actually done.
Airborne is very much a mid-90s time capsule. How else would you justify so much on-camera rollerblading? In a nutshell, Mitchell, a young surfer from California, is informed that his parents are leaving the country for 6 months. Mitchell can't be out of school that long, at least not outside of the United States, I guess. So his parents give him the good news.
You get to go stay with your Uncle Louie and Aunt Irene in Cincinnati.
Yeah, that'd be my reaction too.
So they ship him off to Cincinnati, where he meets up with his extended family, enrolls at Western Hills High School, and tries his best to fit in with the crowd. And in case you're wondering, yes, that is a young Seth Green playing his cousin, as well as Jack Black as one of the students in his film debut. The movie itself is mostly forgettable 90s cheese, but for kids who grew up in the Queen City, it's also fun to spot all the locations used in the film, like Crone Conservatory, Pompilio's Restaurant, which was also used in the movie Rain Man, and Longworth Hall, just to name a few. But the real star of the movie is Devil's Backbone. I'll let Seth Green explain why.
Been challenged by the preps to a little skating race. We're gonna settle this thing once and for all.
Where's the race?
Devil's Backbone. What's Devil's Backbone?
It's only the most dangerous hill in the whole town. Geez, the last guy who even tried to walk down that hill, he just got so messed up, he forgot who he was. I saw him. He pins in his head and his,
Now, Devil's Backbone is a real street in Cincinnati, not far from the school where they filmed. Actually, it's a couple of sections of street. But as you can see, while it may be a little windy, it's definitely not the most dangerous hill in the whole town.
So how did they get such a suspenseful race in the movie?
Well, the Devil's Backbone that we see in the movie is actually a mix of several locations throughout Cincinnati and even northern Kentucky.
For starters, the race actually begins on Springdale Road, which is off of Harrison Road on Cincinnati's west side. The highways in the background are actually the intersections of Interstates 275 and 74. Here you can see several landmarks like this guardrail, utility pole, and White House in the background. Today, there's the house, there's the guardrail, and there's the utility pole. Now, eagle-eyed viewers will be able to tell when the movie jumps from one location to the next. Here we go from Springdale Road immediately to State Route 20 in northern Kentucky. You can recognize this road from the hairpin turns that make it very hard to see oncoming traffic. And a lot of these racers learned that the hard way while racing down the fictional Devil's Backbone. Another clue as to this location is this house at the bottom of 20 where it meets up with State Route 8. Because it's a well-known scene where one of the skaters wipes out humorously across the front porch, followed by Jack Black wiping out over the intersection and landing unluckily at a tree. From this point on, the movie pretty much jumps around to whatever hills they can find that they could easily shut down traffic. Since Cincinnati is known as the area of 7 hills, that's not too hard to do. Although they did seem to focus a lot of their attention on Price Hill, which includes a lot of steep angles. I have to say the stunt work in this movie is actually quite impressive, like this shot of the rollerbladers sliding under a trailer that was shot at the corner of Glenway Avenue and Warsaw Avenue in Lower Price Hill. After the stunt on the west side of Cincinnati, we jump from Price Hill over to the eastern portion of downtown Cincinnati, and some more awesome 90s stunts, man. This particular bridge is nowhere near Devil's Backbone. It's on the other side of town entirely. In fact, it goes right over Interstate 71. From here on out, it gets kind of hard to show a one-to-one comparison, mainly because Riverfront Stadium, along with its deck and parking garage, was demolished in 2002 to make way for what now is Great American Ballpark and the Banks. Mering Way, however, where the race came to its completion, has remained mostly unchanged, save for the parking garage. While the stadium may be gone, Riverfront Coliseum, which is now known as Heritage Bank Arena, still stands on Mering Way. In fact, the intersection in front of Heritage Bank Arena was the finish line for the big race. So this is the real Devil's Backbone, and it does look like it could have been in the movie.
Yeah.
At least for a section or two. So Devil's Backbone isn't even one street, it's actually two.
Yes.
So even if they wanted to race the real Devil's Backbone, they wouldn't be able to do it.
No.
I wouldn't call it the most dangerous hill in the entire town. Crone Conservatory in Eden Park was featured extensively about halfway through the movie, where our two leads went on their first date together. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to let us know by clicking the thumbs up button and leaving a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, click on the subscribe button and make sure you tap the bell to be notified when our next video goes live. Also, be sure to follow us on social media at another.amazing.adventure. Thanks for watching.